Okay, so today we have 80s by Killing Joke. This is a 2007 remastered version, if that makes any difference. Anyway, so the Killing Joke, I reacted to this band about 2 months ago, and they're one of those bands where people kind of hype them up and commented many other songs, and I thought, well, I want to get back to them, but I don't want to go back to them right away. So I figured 2 months is long enough, so we're gonna get into this one today, talk about it after. So yeah, 80s, 4 minutes long. Let's see what's going on. Come as you are. All right, 80s by Killing Joke. So obviously, what I have to say at the top, I mean, it's Come As You Are from Nirvana. I mean, Nirvana took, because obviously this song came out before Come As You Are. I mean, right when it came in, that guitar riff, I was like, oh, well, that's Nirvana there. And obviously Kurt, took something from Killing Joke here. And I really enjoyed, and then how I have to see the personnel here again, actually. So yeah, it's been a minute, so I just had to see. Again, Jazz Coleman on vocals, and I mean Jazz's voice is just I mean, the whole band is so energetic, and I mean that just the chorus. I mean, over and over, 80s, and it's just like I feel like that's probably going to be in my head for a minute here. And of course, Kevin Walker, or Gordy, I guess is how you would say that, is his nickname on guitar, and Paul Raven on bass guitar, and Paul Ferguson on drums. And I had, like I said, just the Paul Ferguson, coming in after, he had the guitar riff with just I mean, the simple, just, the dun 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 dun, but it really, I mean, I don't know, it just really made it feel, so groovy. I mean, it made it feel, I guess. Well, I know that Killing Joke is a post punk band, but it made it feel, rockier or whatever. And it was just. I mean, this song had everything basically. I mean, it was kind of, um, I know that there's a political aspect to it, I guess, with the whole message of the song. But I mean, it's so aggressive, and yet you can kind of you could dance to the song. It just fits in everywhere, and I just really enjoyed. I mean, the whole thing. And obviously, I have to talk about the riff again. Come as you are. And I do see here from Genius.com. As usually, that's where I read the lyrics along when the song's going. It just says inspired by, or inspired Nirvana's "Come as You Are," and there is just a little bit about what happened there. So I do want to just talk for a second. There is from Rolling Stone. It just says, "Come as You Are" is fueled by a slowed down version of the guitar riff in '80s, which came out in '85. Okay, so yeah, at the time, Killing Joke opted to not file a copyright infringement lawsuit for personal and financial reasons, and then Nirvana's then manager Danny Goldberg later copped to the similarity between the two songs. And he said, "We met to discuss what Nevermind's second single should be. We couldn't decide between Come As You Are and In Bloom. Kurt was nervous about Come As You Are as it was too similar to '80s, but we all thought it was a better song, and we went with it. And he was right." And then Killing Joke later did complain about it. So, yeah, I mean, my goodness. I mean, it's the same kind of thing. I mean, I mean, this is 1991, and I mean, they came out with 89, or, 89 with Bleach. But then, of course, that was their second single, so they were pretty, I guess, big. I'm guessing the first single. Hold on, I just wanted to double check that. Yeah, the first single they had off of Nevermind was "Smells Like Teen Spirit," and I mean, obviously, that song's huge. And yeah, so the second single, I'm just surprised, I guess, that they didn't do anything. I guess I maybe they didn't think it was going to be so big. It kind of reminds me, honestly, of like, not in the same. It's not really the same thing that happened, but with the Verve and Bittersweet Symphony, and how they took something from the Rolling Stones, and the Stones said it was fine, but then the song got so big, and then the Stones, I guess, sued them or whatever, and they got all the money from it, but then Richard Ashcroft finally got money from it now. Anyway, so yeah, just all that kind of in the same vein, and I mean, it's just more knowledge for me to know, I guess. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, I found it, because right away, I mean, there's no denying it. It's just like, whoa, I mean, that was really what what I thought through the whole song was, that's a Nirvana sound. But obviously the Killing Joke made it first. So anyway, but I did pay attention to the song. I didn't just think about Nirvana the whole time. And I mean, like I said, just the energy, and I mean, the wording, I mean, the lyrics, whatever, and just how Jazz is delivering these vocals, and how, I mean, he kind of sounds unhinged. I mean, I guess you would say. And just the whole, like, how the intro with the A, and then there's the and it's just like, you think it's an Italian or something, but I mean, you go into the '80s. I'm living in the '80s, and it's just like, I just love his rhythm, and I love his, his melody, and it's just everything's so great, and it's just so catchy, and how he says, I have to push, I have to struggle, oh, and then get out of my way, I'm not for sale no more. It's just like, let's kamikaze till we get there, and it's just like, again, that aggressive tone, and then with the hook, and we sang, "You Do It This Way." And then, '80s, today we, or by day we run, by night we dance, we do. And that's where the dance comes in. And then the whole part of, "I'm in love with the coming race. I've got the best. I'll take all I can get. I'm living for the '80s." It's just like, it's just a fantastic song, just a great listen. And I mean, I had no idea that, I mean, obviously Kurt had his inspirations. I do know that he was a fan of the Cars, because I'm a big fan of the Cars as well. But yeah, and I mean, I just love how he took from the Killing Joke, or Killing Joke. I keep saying the Killing Joke, but I think it's just Killing Joke. Anyway, and that, I mean, I never knew that it was like that. I don't know. You learn something new every day. It's just pretty cool. Anyway, so then yeah. Anyway, more about the song on Song Facts. What apparently what Jazz said the song is about. So he said he wrote the lyrics, Jazz did, which were inspired by the 1871 novel The Coming Race, which he did. He did say The Coming Race, and it says here, yeah, a line in the lyric directly references this title. I'm in love with the coming race, so there we go. The book is about an undiscovered race that lives underground and has attained extraordinary powers. He said in an interview, he explains the song's meaning, saying it was looking forward to the transhuman future that is upon us now. So I mean, and just looking, I can't watch the video because I think it'll be taken down. YouTube's very fickle on that. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but I don't want to, do it and then have to do it again or whatever if it's taken down. So anyway, yeah, but I see the thumbnail, and I mean, I'm guessing that's Jazz in the thumbnail, and it looks like he's got microphones all around him and he's hands up. I mean, it's almost like a Hitler thing or something. But again, it's just I do know that this is why can I talk, a socio-political kind of a message, and talking about a transhuman future. I mean, I did have I did look up transhuman after I saw that quote, because I was like, what does that exactly mean? So I mean, just for myself here, I mean, transhuman is the concept of form between human and post-human. In other words, a transhuman is being what resembles a human in most respects, but who has powers and abilities beyond those of standard humans. Which, I mean, even in 1985, saying that that's upon us then. And I mean, there is obviously, there's robots, and we've come a long way. I mean, from 1985, scientists and such have come a long way with. I mean, there's like, I think of like dolls or whatever. I mean, there's sex dolls or whatever you can have that are almost real or whatever, and such like that. But anyway, and yeah, it's just like there's that kind of a way, but that's, I mean, it's not really the same as transhuman, I guess. But at some point, I mean, maybe we will evolve into having superpowers and such, I guess, which would be pretty freaking cool, and abilities beyond those of standard humans. I mean, that'd be pretty cool, I think. So I just love even that the message of the song, and even what I guess Jazz and the band were going for. It's so out of the box. It's so which I come to see with this band through two songs basically. Yeah, it's just, I mean, I feel like they're on a different level. Their energy was just unmatched. And, I mean, and it's just nuts. I mean, this song was so good. And, yeah, I mean, my goodness. Anyway, there is one more thing. I just saw here, how Nirvana copied this, a ripoff. It did say that Killing Joke considered legal action, but after Kurt Cobain died, they dispensed with any thoughts of a lawsuit. Okay, so yeah. Dave Grohl and Jazz Coleman later became good friends, and Grohl played on drums and the 2003 self-titled Killin' Joke album. So yeah. So again, I just learned something new there too. And I mean, Dave Grohl, I feel like he's friends with everybody. He's he seems to be such a nice guy. And I think that's what the whole thing is. The nicest guy in rock is Dave Grohl. Anyway, but I mean, yeah, after Kurt Cobain died, I mean, I guess you might look at it differently or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's anything else I really have to say. I mean, off the album Nighttime, and I just like how the title is Nighttime. I mean, I feel like this is a song that you play at nighttime, whatever. Again, kind of a dance club, maybe not a dance club song, whatever. But you can dance to this track, and it was just great, and it was a great listen. And again, I can see why people wanted me to react to Killing Joke, and I really just wanted to get back into them. And I'm glad this was the song that I picked, because yeah, again, I never knew this about Come As You Are. I thought it was just an original riff, but obviously it was slowed down. And yeah, anyway, so I guess that's it. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me babble on about whatever. I like to talk sometimes through a video. Anyway, so yeah, thanks for all that, and thanks for liking and subscribing and commenting and all that stuff. Really appreciate all of the support, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Yeah.